and gentlemen, today I stand before you to shed light on communication and its far-reaching effects on our lives. Communication is not merely just a means to exchange information. It is a powerful force that shapes our relationship, influences our actions, and defines who we are as individuals and as a society. Think of a blacksmith. What do blacksmiths do that makes them so important? They make different tools for different usages, which we, in this case as wordsmiths, can do the same. Our mind chooses the words as tools to help us communicate and express our feelings and emotions. These tools, though, can either bring us down apart or bring us all together. Think of an axe. An axe is a very famous tool that has been used for many years. An axe can do harm to a person, but while it does harm to a person, it can also do good things, such as cutting wood, allowing there to be fuel for fire and resources for a shelter. A fire fueled by firewood can be used to cook on, and a shelter can be used to provide a place for the people to stay at. Tools such as word can also have the same effect, such as speaking harsh words with an angry tone can cause harm to a person while not saying anything at all. It's the same as cutting wood without using an axe, which can also be potentially harmful. But while all this can happen, saying words in a good and positive way can bring us all together. There's just been so many times when speaking well with good thoughts behind it makes a difference between friendships, group projects, and even just life in general. Another example that can also be used is one time in theater class, we had a group project, right? So our group project was to make beats with our body while being in sync with everyone. But there was just one problem, and it was just that none of us knew what we were doing. The teacher just told us to figure it out after showing us one video example. So that is when my friends and I, we decided to step up and just go around asking and be like, hey, do you guys have any idea what we should do? Or, hey, anybody who wants to speak up should speak up. I feel like giving everyone a chance to speak up is just so important because there are so many people with a lot of potential that aren't being used to their fullest just because they don't have enough confidence in themselves. So by speaking encouraging words through good thoughts, we can help them tap in their full potential and shine. So after the people with their ideas in mind spoke up, we got to work, and within a few weeks of practice, we got good grades and everything. But during practice, we also had one problem come up, and it was just that this one guy wouldn't go along with what we planned. And I tried to have hope in him, so we gave him a couple of days to try to be in sync with us. But he still wasn't even trying anything. So I had to personally go up to him, walk up to him, and say, hey, can you please try and help us for our project? Which he would then reply with a cold smile and said, no. At this point, so many people would just get mad, start yelling, and then things would just get nowhere. Which is why, since I knew that, I tried to be patient and talk him through it. So our conversation went from, why won't you help us, to we need to work together so we can do well and get good for our projects, to just, I'm sure everyone else in me would be appreciative of your contribution to our project. I would love to say, after that long conversation with my classmate, we started being good friends and started hanging out and whatever, but which unfortunately didn't happen. What did happen was though, is that he would actually try to be with us and focus on our practices, which was what mattered at the time. To be speaking realistically, good communication doesn't solve problems right away. It's not magic. But what does start solving problems is taking the first step into the right direction. And what better way to do that than to just start communicating in a good and positive way. This just shows you how important it is to be good at communication and how one good thought can make such a big difference. And that is what the power of a wordsmith holds.